So checking this question out, the first thing we always want to do with a word problem is read the question sentence first. I don't think that's a surprise at this point. And it says, what distance is covered? So my party people, go ahead. Let me know what the formula is that we'll be dealing with on a problem that includes time, miles per hour, which is a rate, and then we are being asked to find the distance. Yeah, that formula is going to be every day, all day, distance equals rate times time. Again, one more time, distance equals rate times time. So to get this done, regardless of which way we're going, what pieces of information we're given, this is something we always want to do. We always want to set our formula up consistently, and we also always want to plug the right values into the right places. So notice that we're being asked to find the distance, and so that's D right here. We're going to leave that as is, not going to do anything with that. What I do see, though, is 2.5 hours, which is going to be a time right over here. And then we have 4 miles per hour that we'll place right there. And so once we place those in, we realize, everybody, that are we working forward with multiplication or working backwards with division in this case? Yeah, once we plug everything in, we see here that, yeah, we're looking for distance. We're looking for distance, and to get that, we're going to be working forward, multiplying 4 times 2.5. Working forward in this case. Again, pay attention to this, because here we'll go ahead and get our final answer by setting up 2.5 multiplied by 4. And remember that when we are multiplying by decimals, what we're going to do is, well, really just ignore the decimal. Completely ignore it. We'll bring this decimal back at the end. Everybody count with me real quick. Again, I know it's a very straightforward one, but do it with me. How many decimal places do we have total in this multiplication here? How many total do we have? Just one. So keep that in your head, because at the end, after we're done multiplying down here, we're going to bring one decimal back. Again, that's the rule with multiplying by decimals. We will just count how many decimal places we have, and we'll bring it all back at the end. So here we go. Ignore that decimal, 5 multiplied by 20, or 5 multiplied by 4, excuse me. That gives us 20. And then we have 2 multiplied by 4, giving us 8. And we'll carry that 2 from earlier, and that gives us 10. So it looks like we have 100, but again, we're bringing that decimal place back. And that's just going to be one time. Right there, right there. And so our distance covered in this problem is going to be 10 miles, which is going to be answer choice B. All right, next one up, everybody. So as always, read that question sentence. We have the grace here of looking at just one sentence as the entire question or the entire problem, so no worries. But here's what we're doing. We see that we're given a square, we have its side length, and we want to know its area. So with that said, the only thing that's really going to be intimidating about this question is probably going to be the decimal. But don't let that distract you from the fact that we are calculating, again, the area of a square. So the first thing that you should be ready to, really spit out is the formula for the area of a square. And that's going to be area equals the side length times the side length. So side times side, or side squared. They're both the same exact thing. But when you take a look at this, you are pretty safe in knowing that all you need to do is plug in the side, which is already given to you right here. So I know it's already given to me. So let's plug it in and let's solve. 9.5 multiplied by 9.5. So with that, I'm going to zoom in over here on the side, and we're going to calculate this. But I'm going to remind you that there are rules to multiplying with decimals. So let's write this out over here. 9.5 multiplied by 9.5. So here are the rules for multiplying by decimals. Step 1, we're going to ignore the decimals. Ignore the decimals, and we're going to bring the decimals back at the end. So bring them back at the end. At the end. So that's it. So with that, yes, that's right, Giovanni. That's part of the math basics. Math 101 there. And that, I'm talking about the course, not, metaphorically. So with that, here we go. 5 multiplied by 5. That's going to be 25, and we will carry the 2. From there, we have 9 multiplied by 5, and that'll be 45, and we'll carry the 2 to get 47. Sweet. There we go. We have just finished taking care of this 5 right here. Now we'll move forward to taking care of the 9 over here, which means that we have to start that 9 on the second place value. I'll make this a little more clear, so I can just go ahead and do that. You see the space, the places that we're working on. So because of that, we'll go ahead and put a 0 here so we can start in the right place. Let's get to it, and let's draw this little line. So here we go, 5 multiplied by 9, that's going to be 45. Carry the 4. Then we have 9 times 9, which is 81. Carry the 4 is going to be 85. And so from here, my party people, we're just going to add like normal, like we've just multiplied like normal. 5 plus 0, 7 plus 5, that's going to be 12. 4 plus 5 is 9. Carry the 1 is 10. So we'll carry that other 1. And then we have 1 plus 8, which is 9. So we've done step 1 completely. We've ignored the decimals. Now we have to bring the decimals back. So what do I notice? I notice that we have 1 decimal place here and another one over here. So 1 decimal place there and the other one there makes 2 total decimal places. So we'll go 1 and 2. And so the final answer is going to be 90.25. That is our final answer. And given that we were looking at units, it is 90.25 square units. And there we are, my party people. The answer choice here is going to be choice A. This was just a brief reminder to make sure you know how to deal with decimals, because some of the questions can be this straightforward. They can be this easy, but if we are not set in our foundations, then an easy question can slip away. Let me know if that makes sense, my party people. Let's go ahead and get ready for the next one, per usual. Okay, next up, we have the equation here. Solve x divided by 5 equals -3. Okay, so x divided by 5 equals -3. So another way that we can read this, if we wanted to, is in the way of a fraction, because division, just like that, yeah, that's going to show a fraction. So we can write this as x divided by 5 equals -3. So everybody, what's the number that's in the way of us getting the x by itself? What is the one number that's in the way of x being completely by itself? Yeah, it's that 5. Absolutely. It's the 5. Now, what operation are we currently looking at? Are we seeing when it comes to that 5? Yeah, we currently see division, fraction right there. So that's it. We've spotted what's going on moving forward. So now we can work backwards. So what that means for us is just multiply both sides by that 5, just like that. Multiply both sides by 5, and we're good to go. Cancels out on the left. We got x by itself. And then we just have to deal with -3 multiplied by 5. Now I think we all know that 3 multiplied by 5 is going to give us 15. But then we got to be really careful, because everyone, a negative multiplied by a positive, what's that going to be? Yeah, that's going to be a negative. That is going to be a negative, and so there we are. The correct answer here is going to be answer choice D, -15. I feel really good about that one too. Again, negative numbers, can't avoid them. Be ready to handle them.